Imagine boarding a plane with your three 8-year-old sons, excited for a long-awaited family trip, only to be told, in front of a full cabin, that your children don't deserve the same meal as other passengers because of the color of their skin. This is the story of Marcus Williams, a billionaire tech CEO and proud father of miracle triplets, and how one shocking incident on Skyline Airlines Flight 447 ended in handcuffs for an entire crew. Stay until the end, besides the twist you won't believe. I'll share a quick tip you can use today to protect your own travel rights. The cabin buzzed with the sound of rolling suitcases, safety announcements, and passengers settling in. Marcus Williams walked down the aisle, his three boys trailing behind him, each proudly wearing a first flight pin. He had booked first-class seats months in advance, a special treat after years of long hours building his company. Flight attendants smiled at most passengers, but their expressions stiffened as the Williams family approached. Marcus noticed but chose to ignore it. His sons were already excitedly looking at the plush seats and built-in screens. "Seat 2A, 2B, 2C, and 2D, Marcus said politely, handing over the boarding passes. The attendant glanced at them, hesitated, then forced a smile. "Of course, sir." "Right this way." Mid-video engagement prompt. Narrator voice. If you're as shocked as I am, take a second to like this video and subscribe for more real stories of justice. Your support helps us bring hidden truths to light. Scene 3. Witnesses. Across the aisle sat two men in Navy SEAL dress uniforms, college friends of Marcus's younger brother. They recognized Marcus immediately but said nothing, their eyes narrowing as the situation unfolded. Other passengers began whispering. A woman pulled out her phone to record. The boys shifted uncomfortably, embarrassment turning to quiet tears. Marcus inhaled slowly, controlling his anger. Years of leadership had taught him the power of timing. Not yet, he thought. When the attendant returned with first-class meals for other children seated further back, the hypocrisy became undeniable. Marcus calmly asked to speak with the purser. Instead, a supervisor arrived and said, "Sir, if you're unhappy, we can reseat your family in the back." That was the breaking point. Marcus rose, towering over the aisle. "We'll remain in the seats we purchased," he said firmly. "And you will treat my sons with the same respect as every passenger here." The supervisor crossed her arms. "Then maybe this isn't the airline for you." One of the Navy SEALs quietly texted someone. Another passenger live-streamed the incident. Within minutes, Schechter Flight 447 trended on social media. Marcus pulled out his phone, not to record, but to open an app displaying the Skyline Airlines executive portal. A subtle logo flashed across the screen. His company's holding group owned a controlling stake in Skyline. He turned the phone just enough for the supervisor to see. Her face drained of color. "You don't know who you're speaking to," she whispered. "No," Marcus said evenly. "You don't know who you're serving." By the time Flight 447 landed, Skyline Airlines CEO, Marcus's longtime business partner, had been briefed. Airport security and federal marshals waited at the gate, not for Marcus, but for the crew members. Passengers erupted in applause as officers boarded the plane and quietly escorted the entire flight crew off in handcuffs. A spokesperson later confirmed they were being investigated for multiple counts of discrimination, falsifying service records, and endangering minors. The Navy SEALs stood and saluted Marcus as he guided his sons off the plane. One murmured, "Sir, you handled that like a true leader." Marcus simply nodded, placing a hand on each boy's shoulder. "No one disrespects my sons," he said softly. "Not even at 30,000 feet. Within 24 hours, Skyline Airlines issued a public apology, suspended several regional managers, and launched a full audit of its first-class policies. News outlets called Marcus the father who grounded a crew. But for Marcus, the real victory wasn't the headlines. It was the lesson his sons learned. Dignity and patience can turn humiliation into power. Before you go, here's today's quick tip. Whenever you travel, especially internationally, take a photo of your boarding passes ticket receipts, and special meal requests. If something goes wrong, you'll have proof. This simple step has saved countless passengers from lost upgrades and unfair treatment. And remember, every story on this channel is crafted to inspire and empower. If you found value here, hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs a reminder that justice still exists.